Join me as I make a tasty rye bread from fresh milled flour. Welcome to White Shadow Fare. Make it homemade and make it with love. So here I have some rye berries and some hard white wheat berries. And these are the two that I'm going to grind up for what I am making today. Making a loaf strictly out of rye is going to be almost impossible. Hard white wheat has more manganese, iron, zinc, vitamin B1, and vitamins B6, whereas rye is higher in fiber, vitamin B2, and vitamin B5. So the combination is going to give you a really healthy loaf of bread. And here you can see the two that have just been freshly ground. The hard white wheat flour is a little bit lighter in color. The rye will have more of a kind of a brown green tint to it. So to my mixer, I'm adding 680 grams of warm water. Make sure your water is warm and not too hot. You can even check the temperature. It should not be above 110 degrees. To this, we're going to add 40 grams of olive oil. Now, the olive oil is going to add just a slight amount of moisture to our bread to keep it from being too crumbly, and 30 grams of molasses. Make sure it is not black strap molasses, just regular molasses that you would use to make cookies or gingerbread with. Black strap molasses is extremely harsh in flavor and would overwhelm this loaf. So rye is one of those grains that has been around for thousands and thousands of years, and it makes up about 3% of all the grains that are produced and used in the world today. It can be found in plentiful supply in Germany, Russia, and Poland, where they eat a very dense bread made out of it. But my favorite way to eat rye bread is having a Reuben sandwich, which is what we're going to be using this rye bread for. Now to our mixture, we're going to add 12 grams of yeast. We're going to give it 5 to 10 minutes after we have mixed it up to let that yeast start to activate or bloom. And we'll know that it is ready to be used once we see that the yeast is starting to get foamy or frothy looking. So here, if we watch, you can see that it is starting to activate. Now that everything looks good, go ahead and grab the flours that you have freshly milled. (309 grams of rye flour, 360 grams of hard white wheat flour. Now you're going to hold back about a half a cup of the hard white wheat. So I'm just scraping down the bowl, making sure everything gets incorporated correctly. I'm going to cover it up and I am going to let it hydrate, or some people call this the autolyse, for 20 minutes. This is just softening the bran so you don't feel any grittiness while you are eating. 18 grams of salt. We're going to add the remainder of our hard wheat flour. At this point, now that everything has kind of softened up, and you can add more flour if necessary, 1 tablespoon at a time. Do not ever add more than 1 tablespoon at a time. This is when you're going to be adding caraway seeds. Now, caraway seeds give it that classic, almost black licorice flavor of rye bread, and anywhere from 1 to 3 tablespoons of caraway seeds. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Stop the mixer every once in a while, about 5 minutes in, and I'm just checking to see, is it ready for windowpane? Do I have a good stretch and without the dough breaking? Has the gluten formed strong enough bonds? And so here you can see it stretches really nice. It's not breaking. It can get very thin. So that is good to go. And I just give it another twirl around for a few seconds, and then I remove the kneading hook, and we're going to let this rise for 1 hour covered. Now, one thing I like about rye bread is I think it makes wonderful toast. But as I said, we are using today's bake for Reuben sandwiches, which we don't have too often. And I normally buy the rye bread, but I thought I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to be making my own. Instead of using any flour, I am using water, but you could use just a light dusting of flour. Try not to be heavy-handed with it. And I am putting this into a parchment-lined 9x5 pan. Just patting it down, making it all even. I'm going to place this with a cover on it and let it rise. And right before it's time to bake it, I'm going to put it in an oven that has been preheated to 425 degrees for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to drop the temperature down to 400 degrees and let it bake for another 25 minutes. And here you can see it. I have this amazing loaf of bread. It smells so good. Those caraway seeds really make the difference. You can add just a little bit of the caraway seeds. I like the flavor. I know not everybody does, and my husband likes the flavor, but we didn't add, in my opinion, enough to this loaf of bread. So the next time that I make it, I will definitely go with the full 3 tablespoons of caraway seeds. It's nice to eat some bread that is just a little more hearty and a little more tasty every once in a while. Thank you for joining me at White Shadow Fair. I hope you give this one a try.